I'm grateful for everybody that's on there, but we should have 1,000 people on there. And we bring in, probably touch about 40 people a day, 50 people a day, something like that, sometimes 60. And I'm happy for that. But it's it doesn't matter the attendance. And when you're committed like that, people they can experience that in you. So one of my clients came to me the other day and they're like, I'm thinking about quitting my business and getting a job. I'm like, okay, no problem. So they say that, no problem. But then they go, will you promote me to your database? It's like you just told me you're thinking about quitting and there's no judgment on that, but if your commitment level is that, why would I promote you to my database? That was just what was going on in my head. So people notice commitment, right? They know, and it makes a difference for people in hiring you, in their decision making, referring you. If you can think of an area of your life where you can see how commitment will help you increase your results, just type yes in the chat. And maybe you add that on your 10 best ideas of the class. Like one of my 10 best ideas is I need to be more committed in my faith, or more committed in my prospecting, or in my referrals, or in my whatever it is. Okay, we're going to go to the next idea here. One way to accelerate revenue, create revenue now, is to do group selling. I don't know if it's most of my sales, a lot of my sales, group selling. So that could be on a Zoom like this, like what I did earlier, right? Before lunch, I made an offer for Create Revenue Now, right? So you got a group of people. So instead of a one-on-one presentation, you're talking to a group. It can be front of the room. It can be Zoom. It can be a video where you're having people watch your offer. It can be, I call it Digital Eric. That's digital your name. So what that looks like is it could be a recorded Zoom. And I'll just show you one of my Digital Erics so you have the idea here. So this here, this is me delivering the Create Revenue Now offer, what I did before lunch, but instead of it being an all day, it's on a 52-minute piece of content. So I can be talking to somebody and saying, hey, I've got this amazing program. I think it'd be great for you. I'd love to send you the recorded Zoom. It has all the details. And they're like, oh, okay, send it. So then I send them this link. So I'll put this in the chat as an example for you to consider modeling. And there's all kinds of variations of this. So this creates leverage, because if I'm emailing my database, hey, I got my new coaching program, I just made an offer. If you missed me delivering the offer, here's the replay. And then I send out the replay, and then somebody watches it. I had one 2 days ago. I got this message from this woman. Let me see if I still have the voicemail. Yeah, so I'll play the voicemail here. Why is this not working? There we go.
Former client of Mike Coates. I listened to the 2 recordings of creating your document, and I'm calling to schedule an interview or a call. So I will be around today if it works for you to jump.
Okay, so that was a call I got from a woman I did not know. I've never spoken with her before. I get this call out of the blue. Hey, Eric, essentially what she's saying is, I watched your offer and I want to talk to you about ordering your program. So I didn't deliver the sales presentation. Digital Eric did. So if you can open up your thinking to that as an idea and you create your own version of that, that might get you 10 extra sales. The lifetime, it might be 50 extra sales. It might be 100 extra sales. Okay, so that's what Digital Eric is. So this is Brett and Sherry Miller. They were not doing webinars, and we were doing some coaching together. And I'm like, Brett, what do you think about webinars? He said, okay, yeah, I'll do webinars. So we made an agreement that he would do webinars. And we had a date set up, and he didn't do it. So we'd get on the coaching call. Hey, Brett, how did it go with the webinars? He goes, I didn't do it. So why do you think he didn't do it? Resistance. He came up against resistance. And so I was like, what's going on? Well, I had some challenges with the PowerPoints. And I go, well, what's going on with that? He goes, I just couldn't get the PowerPoints good enough. So I showed him my PowerPoints. So if we look at my PowerPoints here, look at how fancy this PowerPoint is. It's like as basic as it gets, right? This is just a photo. This is a couple photos. This is super basic. I mean, if you're a graphics person, you'd be like, Eric, man, you got to step up on the PowerPoint slides there, you know? So, but I don't focus on the PowerPoints. I focus on the message. So I showed Brett how basic mine are. So he got stuck on the PowerPoint. So I coached him through that. And then him and his wife that December had a $60,000 December, primarily because of webinars. So if you take on a digital Eric strategy, you take on a webinar or front of the room speaking, and it's new to you, you're probably going to face some resistance. And then if you look at what that can mean, it might mean millions to you. What we're talking about right now, like for Brett and Sherry over the course of their lifetime, it's probably $500,000, if not more. And fortunately, he broke through it. I told RV Robinson, and I'll show you who RV is. And this is just evidence that we all deal with the same fear, right? It shows up in different ways, but it's fear. RV is a superstar, international speaker coach, brilliant, done millions in revenue. Like, she's just amazing. And I've been coaching her for many years. So I coached her to do a free one-day seminar. This is many years ago. So we're in a coaching call. Okay, this is the play, RV, free one-day seminar. You got it? She goes, I got it. I go, great. So then, I don't know, a couple months pass. I'm having a check-in call with her. Hey, how did it go? How did the free seminar go? I didn't do it. I go, why not? Why do you think she didn't do it? If you guessed resistance, you were right. She goes, when I was in high school, I always wanted to have a party, but I'd never do it because I was afraid nobody would come. Eric, if I do the seminar, what if nobody comes? I said, RV, your job is to be the messenger. Your job is to invite. Like today, you're all here. I invited you. I'm not in charge of attendance. I'm in charge of inviting and then serving whoever shows up. So I'm giving her this little pep talk. She goes, okay, I'll do it. She does the event. She has the room set for 100. She has, I think about, no, what was it? No, the room wasn't set for 100. Anyway, the bottom line is she had more people attend than register, which never happens. Her show rate was over 100%. She did $11,000 in sales that day. It's like, thank God she did it, right? But there was a lot of this. And I was there and I guided her through it. Then she took the action. Now she can do them in her sleep. It's easy peasy because she broke free from it. But I'm talking about group selling. Okay. Is there anybody here? Here's the question. You're either not doing group selling and you could, or you're doing group selling, but you could do more of it. Like you haven't maxed out. Just type yes in the chat if that's you. You're not doing group selling and you could, or you are doing group selling, but you could do more. If that's you, that could be one of your 10 best ideas of the class. That could be a $100,000 idea for you. That could be $1 million idea. I've had speeches where I brought in over 50 grand on a single speech. And I started off like we all do at the beginning. You can use group selling to generate leads or set appointments or close sales. All right, I'm going to tell you a story here, and then we'll take a little break, and then we'll come back and we'll do some fun AI stuff. So this is a story about a time in my life that I was knocking the ball out of the park. My team right now, I think we're like 6 of us. In 2003, I had a team of 20. I was 32 years old, on track for my first $1 million year, and I was just knocking the ball out of the park. And I'm going to pull up a website here. It's called Wayback Machine. Have you ever heard of Wayback Machine? Wayback Machine is a website where you can type in web addresses, businesssuccess.com. See if that was it. Not archive. What was the name of the website? What was that called? I thought it was called Business Success. Let me try one other thing. What was that website called? It doesn't matter. We were putting 1,000 people in seminars or close to it. So right now there's 65 of us, and the numbers are padded a little bit with the AI. And this is a free event, right? This was a paid event. We're getting 1,000 plus people to come. Like it was wild, the kind of results we were producing. And I was being committed to 1,000 plus person seminars. And so we did a 1,200 person event, followed by a 700, followed by an 1,100. I mean, we were doing, those were some good numbers for the industry at that time. And I was tracking for my first $1 million year. And one of my staff members, he was an independent contractor, I was mentoring him, and he decided he wanted to start his own company, which is it's not really all that unusual. I mean, people want to grow and expand, but the way he chose to do it is he recruited away my most talented of the 20.